2-0 victory against Chelsea. Only regret is that the scoreline is not bigger. Without further delay, let's first react to CBS Sports analysis.
This, though, is the competition where they just continually shine, Thierry.
Yes, look, we all know what they're about. We talked about it before. We knew it was going to be a difficult game for Chelsea. Still a return leg. But moments, Joao Felix should have asked question to Militao to see if he was going to get sent off. On the other side, you get punished, you get a pair sent off. And Madrid wins once again.
To be honest, there is no surprise that today Real Madrid won.
Yesterday at 3-0 for City, we said the fixture was pretty much all but done, right, between City and Bayern. Is there still life in this game, do you think, Jamie?
I think Bayern are a better team than Chelsea. So I think that probably helps them in the second leg. But yeah, I think it's difficult to come back from that. I don't see Real Madrid not scoring in that next leg. And we know how difficult Chelsea have found it to score all season. 2 games under Frank Lampard, no goals.
Okay, if I'm being honest here, so Chelsea is 2-0 down. On the other hand, Bayern Munich is 3-0 down against City. If we consider who has more chance to come back, is it Bayern or Chelsea? I'd say it's Bayern. Bayern at home is totally different beast. I think they can still come back. On the other hand, if you talk about Chelsea's point of view, yeah, in football, anything can happen. We know that. We have seen numerous times. But if you look at Chelsea's form in the league, that doesn't help them.
Micah, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought the red card killed game. I thought Chelsea actually did quite well to make it just the 2-0 in the end. But sloppy mistakes at vital times cost them. And you know, with the quality of Real Madrid, you're always going to get punished. So probably a fair result in the end. And yeah, look forward to the second leg.
Now, if we talk about 2-0 results, not bad result at all. But if you look at every Madridista's social medias, no one is satisfied with the result because we could have done better. We have created so many chances, but we just could not have done finishing. That's all. Just think about if we would score 3 goals or 4 goals, this tie would be over in this match.
The game, Real Madrid against Chelsea. Real Madrid dominating Chelsea in Madrid. They take that 2-goal lead now to Stamford Bridge. How did you feel that Chelsea acquitted themselves, Jamie?
They were quite dangerous, I would say, in the first 10 or 15 minutes. They looked like they could cause big problems on the counter-attack. Had a couple of opportunities through Felix and Raheem Sterling. But it was always going to be a difficult ask. I don't think anyone felt Chelsea were going to go there and get a result. So the fact they found themselves down to 10 men for a large part of the game in the second half, come away with a 2-0 defeat, it could have been a lot worse. But I just think with the goal-scoring record and the lack of belief that they will get goals, I just don't see how they can come back from that first leg. But, as I said, considering where they are, it could have been a lot worse, and the tie could have been completely out of sight when you think of some of the circumstances going into the game. So it gives them a glimmer of hope.
So here, I have to agree 100% with Jamie Carragher. First of all, he said first 10 to 15 minutes, Chelsea was playing good. I agree, like Joao Felix could score 1 goal if not for Militao and Courtois. In fact, those 10-15 minutes, I was a little bit scared. I was a little bit concerned. I'm thinking, oh my God, are we going to get dominated by Chelsea again? But after those 10-15 minutes, Real Madrid took over their gameplay, and the match is totally different. And I'm even going to say that this match after 10 to 15 minutes was one-sided. The other point made by Jamie is also a good point, that no one expected Chelsea to win in this leg, particularly given the situation in their league. In fact, I have watched numerous pundits, experts' prediction. No one predicted Chelsea will win this tie, except Chelsea fans.
You do wonder whether it could have been different had Joao Felix managed to make more of the opportunity that he had early in the game and kind of set the tone differently, Thierry.
Okay, first of all, I don't like this type of question because we can also argue the same question. Okay, if we would have finished our chances, this match could be 6-0, 5-0, right?
Moments. I always talk about it. When you play in the Champions League, you have to take your chances and make the other team makes mistakes if you cannot take advantage of what it is. Exactly what I always say here. They were lethal on the counter at the beginning, and here Joao Felix has the ball and only second touch cut across the defender straight away. Make him make a foul, or he has to let you go 1v1. It could have been a red. At the end of the day, you don't finish. Courtois saves it, but this is a chance that you have early against Real Madrid away. You have to take it. He didn't take it. I think he should have gone across. He could have cut back on his left foot there, but he's not confident at the moment, and they paid the price at the end.
Why are they not?
Okay, we all know before coming to this match what is Chelsea struggling against, right? They don't finish their chances. It's not that they don't create chance. They create chances, but their finishing is piss poor, and this is no exception.
Karim Benzema never fails to score, does he, Micah? We saw him put one in again for Real Madrid.
I mean, Karim, what more can I say?
Okay, question to you, Mika. Is Karim Benzema is up there yet with Harry Kane or not yet?
Say about him? I've gone from a non-believer to a big believer of Karim. I mean, I've always loved him. I mean, it's just next level. You know, it's just the run. It was a great pass from Carragher, Vinicius with a little touch there, but it's his anticipation. He's always there. We talk about his play where he's coming deep and, you know, making a difference with his link-up play, but it's his football intelligence what makes him so great. He's always there. He cannot be in a game for 15, 20 minutes. Next minute, he pops up with his goal.
Look at the numbers.
So yeah, for Real Madrid first goal, what a pass from Carragher to Vinicius, and what an assist by Vinicius. I mean, that he was almost stretched out. He was still able to make a pass, and it was almost touched by Kepa, but Benzema was there to finish it. That's what a real great player does. They will be there when you need them.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we know what Alan is doing.
Since 2023, this is as well, isn't it?
It is crazy, but when you think about it, without even thinking of it, this guy is there. And I know we started with 2023, and we're not talking about that because Alan will have been way ahead. We all know that. But look, those guys, those two, and we have to talk about Vinicius Jr.
So before talking about Vinicius Jr., let's look at the number in the screen. If you look at the goals, Benzema has same number of goals like Haaland in 2023. That's insane.
I'm sorry. I mean, Benzema is, we know. But Vinicius Jr. was just unplayable. And he started it. You know, it's the understanding that they have is at the minute second to none.
So what's the difference between...
So this is important. Today, Vinicius got man of the match, and he deserves so. And today, he again proved that he's the best winger. He's one of the best winger in the world right now. He totally smoked Fofana and James.
Between Vinicius Jr. and Sterling. Why can't Sterling do what Vinicius Jr. is doing?
Because they're different players. They have different talents. One player is simply better.
When I see Vinicius Jr. on the ball, I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking. Sterling is like, you know, he has the ball.
In the microwave.
No, that's a bad one. I'm not putting it like that. You know, you have two types of players. You have the guy that will have, it's about instinct and trying to see what can come off what they're dribbling, and you have a guy that sees before and try to cook and see the path and does execute.
So proactive and reactive.
I think it's a waste of time comparing Vinicius and Sterling.
Just before we continue moving through the highlights of this game, we want to jump straight out to the Bernabeu because Guillaume Balaguer is with Tony Kroos. Let's listen in.
Tony, this was a game in which you did the usual thing. You kept the ball for long periods, and you had moments that took the game into your hands.
Yeah. What's the question?
Just want to...
Listen, if you ask a question to a German, you have to be very specific.
Want to see if you agree with me?
Yeah, sure. A lot of things went good. The same we prepared them. Others not. I think there are some things we can improve. Several times we lost the ball a bit too early. Could have created some more chances. Was my feeling on the pitch. Could have played with one more at the end, a bit more fast to create a bit more. But okay, at the end the result is fine. Good advantage for next week.
I do agree that we could have created a little bit more, especially after 10 men down by Chelsea. But somehow we went for controlling. But I can also see that you don't want to concede also. Also, we should have finished better. We created some good chances. We just haven't done finishing.
In the second half is what you're saying, having the advantage of playing against 10. You perhaps were waiting again for one or two moments when you could have gone for the game a bit more aggressively, perhaps?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said before. If we maybe we could have pushed a bit more. But of course, there's always, of course, the danger, to run into counter-attack. So you always have to take care of this. So at the end, I think it's a good result, and was a good game. Maybe one or two goals were possible, but also Chelsea had 1-2 good chances first half. So we take the result, take this advantage, and hope to get it done next week.
So I do agree that we could have done a little bit better by creating more chances, because Chelsea never looked like a threat, especially in second half. So let's quickly summarize today's performance. I think it's a good 2-0 win against Chelsea. Performance-wise, I would say almost every player who played in our first starting 11 was really, really amazing. Vinicius Jr got man of the match, and he deserves so, and he was fantastic. He has a lot of battles against James and Fofana, and who won most of them. Benz, as usual, on the score sheet. Rodrigo played as a utility player. I expected a little bit more from Rodrigo, especially a couple of times. If we would have better decision making, we could score more. For example, a couple of times he was only trying to pass to Benzema, even though Benzema had 4 or 5 players around him. One moment Vinicius was totally open. If he would have passed to Vinicius, that would be a goal. But regardless, he was good defensively and also linking up. Also for midfield, Kroos, Modric dominated as usual. Nothing surprising, right? That's what they'll love to do. But the player that I was really mesmerized by today is Fede Valverde. He was lacking a little bit confidence in previous matches, but today we saw the old vintage Fede Valverde, a player who always goes for the ball, a player who never stops running. Excellent performance by Fede Valverde. Now, defensively, the best player for me is Camavinga. How many tackle he did from the behind? That's impossible for most players. Played as a left back, but again, another mesmerizing performance by Camavinga. Also, last point, but the most important, is that the substitution timing and substitution of the players was done right. I think Carlo made the right decision by bringing Asensio, Ceballos, and Tchouaméni, and Asensio made the super sub impact as expected. Anyway, let me know your observation from this match.